Ramon Terrell. Yo.
What's going on, guys? Gonna be a great show. DPS podcast. Ramon was just in here with me. I think his thing. Oh, actually, here he is again. See if I can get him back in. Yo,
Yo, can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you. Yep, there
Okay.
goes EJack. Mr. Eric Jackson.
Oh, what's going on, gents?
Yo, what's
What's
up,
happening?
man? Shout out Slumbo was up here talking about 14 need to launch the show, but he up here tweeting. I'm like, listen, got to get people in here to know that we actually here. But yeah, man. First of all, well, Slumbo will be here very soon. He had to, do some daddy stuff, which is
Yep.
something that we all have to do every once in a while. Moms can't do everything. Dad's got to chip
That's
in.
true.
But look, man, PlayStation showcase. It's been almost 2 years since we had something that was longer than 30 minutes for PlayStation. How are y'all feeling right now? How are you feeling?
Man, it's weird. It's weird. It's like you said, you feel hype because it's been so long, but at the same time, you're like, how hype do I want to get? Because you don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like you shouldn't set expectations, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, man. Emotions all over the place, but I'm hyped more than anything.
Yeah, for me, same thing. It's been 2 years, or almost 2 years. So it's like I typically don't get like hype for a show or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but with some of the news they were dropping yesterday, I'm like, yeah, they seem really confident. You know what I mean? Like a couple of the moves that they've made have made me feel like they're pretty confident. And then shout out to Hip Hop Gamer, man. He been calling it and knocking the pins down, and he's been right. So this is one of those shows where I'm allowing myself to be pretty hyped. Like I think this show is gonna hit.
Right. This is definitely not the show that you temper your expectations in. You definitely
Right.
Yeah.
come into this thing on fire and you
Yeah.
just basically say, hey, whatever you throw out there is basically what you think you want to see, because like at this point, it's been so long, and it's not like it's like the complete opposite of Microsoft, where we know everything that's in the books for them at this,
Yeah.
for the most part. We don't
Right.
really know what Sony has going on. We know a lot of the third party deals they have. We know that they got a lot. They got, well, now we find out it's actually 12 live service games. It was 10. They lost one with deviation games that they canceled. But then in the blog post announcement, they basically are talking about they have 12 now. So we know we're going to probably see some of that stuff here, but everything else is kind of up in the air. If it wasn't, I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for Insomniac coming out earlier this year and a cryptic tweet basically just saying that Spider-Man 2 was coming this year, we wouldn't know what first party title was coming from Microsoft. I mean, from Sony this year. So a lot of people are very excited to see something at this show. All right, I'll go with you, Ramon. What is the biggest thing? What is the one thing that you have to see at this show for you? Not make or break, but just something that will just make you extremely happy if you see it.
Man. Like nothing that would make me jump up and down is realistic. So like we already know it's gonna be Spider-Man. He's gonna be there. I don't really know if there's anything like if they showed that they were bringing back like Infamous,
Mhm.
that would be a big one for me, because I love all the Infamous games, even with Delson. I mean, he wasn't my favorite, but I still like Delson. So any Infamous with either one of them, I would be good with. Like some of the beloved IPs returning. But yeah, Infamous would be a big one. If some miracle happened and a Gravity Rush 3 was announced, that would hit me pretty hard. I would love that.
That would hit a lot of people pretty hard, I think.
Yeah, so I would
Yeah,
love
no
those
doubt.
two. Yeah, and then I've never experienced KOTOR, so if we got a nice update, if they hit all cylinders with the new studio who's working on it, and we actually got like some footage, then that would be impressive. But yeah, other than that, I'm kind of more or less a clean slate.
Okay. What about you, B?
B or me? Oh,
Oh,
I thought that
B.
B was in B.
B's not here. What? B and E.
It's all good.
I was going because I'm
B and
so
E.
thinking about BB knowing.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. BB knowing and stuff.
Right.
This man, every time I think of PlayStation, I'm like, man, what does B know that he ain't telling us? Shout out to B. Shout out to B, buddy. What about you, E? What do you think?
Yo, if we get, I mean, it's been talked about, but we don't know for sure. But if we for real get a AAA Castlevania announcement, I might.
Oh man.
I might lose it for Ted.
How about those, man?
That's a big one. That's a big
It's
one.
been
Oh man.
a long time, man.
Yeah.
Lords of Shadow.
That's what I say. Lords of Shadows. The last time we got a 3D
Yeah.
full like that thing. That thing, like, and some people don't realize how good that game really was.
For real.
It was
for real,
so
for real.
good.
It
was
was
so
really
The second
good.
one you can take or leave, I guess,
Yeah.
for some people.
First one was really good, though.
Yeah.
I
the first
enjoyed the second one enough, but yeah, that first one.
Yeah. So it's been that long, right? You know, we've gotten the collections and we've gotten, you know, shout out to like the indie scene, man. You know, they pretty much, you know, have the Metroidvania world, you know, Castlevania vibes on lock, you know, in a lot of cases. A lot of games exhibit that. But
Yep.
yeah, if we get a return to like a true AAA Castlevania joint, that would be fire. So that would definitely get me hyped. Something new or something in the world of Resistance would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's been, I mean, they keep teasing that on their Twitter, you know, account, but nothing's ever really happened with it. So that would be fire.
Right. That
If
would be fire.
there was, yeah. I know people talk about, you know, like the Bloodborne remaster or whatever, but if they went a step further, you know, like a full-on remake or even like an announcement of a Bloodborne 2, which I don't think is very likely at all. But we're talking about what would make you go, what? Like, get crazy? Something in that rhythm, something Bloodborne, yeah, for sure.
You know who has me? Sorry to jump in. You know who has me really just has my brain teased is freaking Blue Point when they posted that Christmas tweet with all of those open gift boxes, and then you know their box was a big one, and then all of those little text Easter eggs that they dropped in there. It's like, man, like. You want to hope they're not just being evil and teasing us with stuff that's not coming, but if they weren't being mean, then they gave us a huge hint at what's coming.
Right.
Yeah, that's what.
What about you, Forte?
Ooh, man. There's so much to show with this show. It's like things that I want to see. I know I have a good feeling they're not gonna even touch. So like I want to see like I'm a Spider-Man fan, more of the comic variety and movie variety, but I love Wolverine. Like my favorite, it's like my favorite X-Men, favorite Marvel character in general. And the fact that I know that is a thing that's coming, I would be, if they was to show that, I would, if I didn't have a PlayStation, I would go out and buy a PlayStation today if they showed it today. Even if they didn't show me a release date, I would go out and buy a PlayStation. So that's my big,
just in anticipation.
Yeah, I did the same thing with God of War. Like I bought my PlayStation 5 for God of War when it came out. So that was definitely something that definitely drove my desire to want to go out and hit that word desire. I love it. Phil Spencer said that word once upon a time. The desire to do this. And I desire to see Wolverine at some point at this showcase, but I don't think that's going to happen. But
I don't either, only for the fact I don't think they want to step on Spider-Man toes.
They don't, because instantly I think if you do that, the headlines are, everybody knows Spider-Man's coming this year. The headlines are going to be, man, Wolverine. And they can't just show a CGI trailer. They would have to actually show some type of gameplay for it, because that's how they kind of introduce the game. But I definitely am one of those people that feel like we need to see something from Faction. And for some reason, I think it's not going to happen. Because
I'm with you there.
the way Neil Druckmann's been moving in his comments and posts about this has always been, you'll see, can't wait to show you later this year. And this, we're talking about stuff that he was talking about like just a month ago, where it's like, you know, we're going to show more later this year. Not soon, not we're going to show it soon. We're going to show it later this year. And later this year almost makes me feel like August, September, something like that. And then it's not like he didn't know that the showcase was something that was going to be happening. So that kind of makes me feel like it's not going to be here. But I feel like it needs to be here because it's like the worst kept secret ever. Like everybody knows it's coming. You showed us concept art of it. Can we just see what it is? Just want to see what it is at this point. But I do think we're gonna get a stealth drop of Final Fantasy today, though. I think we're gonna get a drop of the beta today. I think that's gonna be the surprise announcement today. I think people are gonna get a chance to play the beta.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think that's coming. And outside of that, man, it's just so hard to just predict the rest of this freaking show. Like, I'm really, really looking forward to just honestly, this is like the type of show that you're just gonna sit back and be a gamer for once, not a content creator, not a influencer. Everybody I feel like right now is mostly looking at this show like, impress me, Sony. Tell me why I have this system and tell me why it was the greatest decision I made this generation. Because that's what I think a lot of people are feeling right now. Like, you know, even knowing they have given us banger after banger when it comes to their first party offerings, there's just a lot of stuff that they haven't talked about, and all of these different studios that have had games that came out up to like a couple years ago. You know, it's even getting to the point where people's like, hey, I need to see that Ghost of Tsushima too. Or we keep hearing that it might be a completely different island based in that world and stuff. So I think that's another thing that could definitely show up here. So I'm just honestly happy that we're in a situation where we can sit here and say there's games on the horizon for PlayStation, and we're gonna know at least what some of them are by the end of the show.
Hey, real quick in the comment, B Money just said you will be impressed.
No, see, that's what I'm talking about. B Money, you think B Money be knowing? He know B
knowing.
B knowing. He said you'll be impressed.
Stradamus.
B knowing.
B insider Stradamus.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
No, let's see, man.
I be knowing.
You just kind of want to walk away today too, like with the hype, along with the hype, just that roadmap, like
yeah.
You know, to put that plan together, like, you know, hey, because I mean, let's be real. Here we go.
Go full screen, baby.
No wit.
Turn this up a little. Go PlayStation. Gotta love what they say, cinematic trailer. Oh, got Haven right off the back. Let's go.
Haven.
Right off the bat.
You want to know about us? Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse. So, we decided to do something about it. Let's go.
Mary Jeans, designer socks too. I got the swag too. It's a haiku. I'm something like you. My drink and drive too. Work 9 to 5s when I was in high school. These shoes here don't come out till June. This my pick. I'll crop you. Married to the game. Set my I do's. Got a window seat like Erykah Badu.
Okay, fair game, fair game.
Interesting.
I like the name.
I do like the name. I definitely like the name. Get PlayStation, they like the show. That's where some of those that's that movie.
Hi everyone.
Oh, shout out to
I'm Jim Ryan,
is Jim
President
Ryan.
and
Man
CEO
barely
of
says
Sony
anything.
Interactive Entertainment. I'm delighted to be here today to introduce what's next for PlayStation 5. We're now into the third year of the life cycle of PS5, and we've been fortunate to have so many fan-favorite titles released on the platform. What's even more exciting is that developers are just scratching the surface of what's possible with the gaming experiences that they create. Today, you'll get a glimpse into some of the most breathtaking and imaginative content that will be coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. And now, what you've all been waiting for. Enjoy the show.
You notice instead PS5, talks of PS4.
Facts. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I think we're finally getting to the point where PlayStation
Super
4 is.
Earth.
You need to get a 5 if you want to
Our
play some of this stuff.
Our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free. No! Sweet liberty!
Oh man, this destroy
Look
all
familiar?
humans with a better looking version of it.
Scenes like these are happening all over
My
the
man's
galaxy
like, oh no,
right now.
You're right. They
You
killed my
could
family.
be next. That is, unless you make the most
That
important
face was
decision of your life.
Right?
Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage.
This is some
to
Starship
be
Troopers.
Wait, it is. That's what I'm saying. This is like Starship Trooper stuff.
Join the Helldivers.
Oh, Helldivers.
Oh, we got a third person version of Helldivers.
Experience true freedom.
Requesting air support.
The freedom to travel the galaxy. And
Hey, I
secure
see
the
4-player
resources
co-op.
we need
We're already
to
hitting
build
multiplayer
a better
vibes.
tomorrow.
4-player co-op right here. I already
The
see
freedom
it.
to encounter fascinating life forms
This looks
and
good.
introduce
It
them
does.
to our sophisticated technology. The freedom to make new friends and represent the best of what Super Earth has to offer. Become
it look
part
like
of an
it could
elite
be a,
peacekeeping force and work
An
together.
online version
To
of
spread
what Lost
prosperity.
Planet was.
Liberty and democracy. Become part of something larger than yourself. Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.
That actually looks good.
Yeah.
May result in
Coming
deviation
to
or morbidity.
PC and
Not all Helldivers
PS5.
survive.
Hey, so we're getting that we're starting to really see the identity when it comes to like these games of the multiplayer games of the service are going to launch day and day on both systems.
That only
Yep.
makes sense though. You gotta have as many players as possible.
It does.
You want an audience. You gotta have that audience.
Exactly.
Said this studio. So we're at 2 for 2 for the multiplayer game. So we see 2 of the live service games.
EA Originals?
Maybe engage a little.
Oh, this is that game that was shown already. Can't think of what it's called.
Nightblades have established a stronghold, and Kirkin seems to think you might not get me killed. Jury's still out on that one.
Oh, shit!
You know, it's like, yeah, we're getting into the realm of shooters where it's like not necessarily based around guns, but like abilities and powers.
Oh yeah, that's what Destiny is at this point.
Yeah.
More abilities.
I look at
man,
Ghostwire
anything.
Tokyo, stuff like that, you
We
know.
haven't given them enough yet.
That actress, the black lady, isn't she from
Your men killed my family.
Don't turn your back on me!
Yeah, I know her. I know that face.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool though.
Yeah, they revealed this what, a month ago or a month ago or something. I have this in my wish list.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this in my wish list.
Have you ever actually had somebody buy you something out of that wish list before?
No.
No.
It just that's obviously
Me buy it, yeah.
yeah, me buy it. I put it in a wish list. Ain't nobody go buy me something off my
Nah,
wish list.
we're not cute enough on Twitch.
Got facts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
What's this? Ghost Runner?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It had looked like Ghost Runner 2.
And that game is tough as hell, man.
Oh, really? I never got you. I never played it.
Yeah,
Well-
I never Is 505 owned by Sony?
No,
No.
they're are
What's
they under
your
Embracer?
plan?
Hmm.
Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Oh. Oh. Man, that man's running.
Already like the
real.
aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm liking this already.
It won't make any difference at the end of the day.
Oh, Slow-Mo said 505 is still independent.
You know better
I'm gonna
than
need
Oh,
slow-mo.
what?
I'm gonna need,
Independent?
I'm gonna need slow-mo to stop texting and driving.
that no one.
Need you to get here safe, bro. You'll probably say, I'm in a light. I'm in a light. They published Control in Detroit Become Human.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They did publish it.
You too! This is a real
That's weird. Man just changed make faces 3 times.
you live. What secret did you sell him?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that is straight up Wushu we're looking at.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Going where? This damn place! You're suicidal!
What I'm kind of digging is like it looks like more traditional hack and slash. You know, like it's kind of go for the Souls one.
Yeah.
I hope.
One last
I like the
I mean, you know, I love the Souls like,
done.
I mean, everything doesn't need to be methodical like that, though.
right.
No, they have my attention. Like,
Yeah.
this is anything like what we're seeing right now, finished product, and I am down.
Yeah.
I love this. I love what I'm looking at. Versus combat, the dynamic.
Like the parries and stuff.
Straight up Wushu right now. We're looking at Wushu combat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Patience is the key, Master. Time is not on his side. All we have to do is wait. Yes. Let's kill him with time.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Get my heart back.
I am beyond intrigued.
I agree, slow mo. That looks like a cop.
Oh yeah, yes it does. Yes it does. Oh wow.
I was about to say that looked very journey like that opening.
Yeah, I've played those other games, and this looks like yet another one to get. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
Interesting.
Wish list. Yep.
That's the best way to keep track of everything, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. Add another thing to the wish list I'm gonna have to buy
Yep.
myself later.
Yep.
Yeah.
A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined.
Yo, what's up, Slow Mo?
Yo, what up, what up?
Slow mo, what's up, bro?
Think of the world we could build if we believed in ourselves.
Double E portion of the show.
Yep.
If we truly believed in what it means to be sentient.
Give it a shot. Kind of.
To face the universe without fear or delusion.
What you guys enjoying so far? I think Haven's game is like a heist game.
Imagine
So,
vast cities full of
I'm
life
thinking
and light.
The theme of it is like Watch Dogs. Where
Great
you're like,
towers
you know,
rising towards
Yep,
the
that's what
sky.
I'm talking about.
Flash, you know, bees, stealing from the rich.
So much would be
But the actual
possible.
gameplay is like Payday 2. Which, if that's
we
my
believe,
mindset, if that's the case,
if we still
I'm gonna love it,
had
'cause I love Payday.
faith.
We'll see.
I never played that.
Oh, Payday 2 was awesome. But it's a bit dated now, I would say.
Mhm.
But when it came out, it was like near the end of the 360 PS3 generation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You basically would plan a heist with up to four players before you go in, and then you would do the mission. And you could like do it through stealth. You could go in hot and start shooting everything up. You could do it however you wanted to do it, really. It was all about getting that money. You'd be robbing banks, nightclubs. You know, like you would have safe crackers and all kind of like jewelry store heists. It was good. It was good.
No, that sounds like that's the case. That could definitely be intriguing.
Yeah. And this looks like this is made by the developer of Gris. Gris is where like Gris is awesome. They also do a very good job of like storytelling through like screenplay and narration. Not narration, like there's literally no spoken word at all.
Right.
Looks heartbreaking as hell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gris will have people crying at the end of it. You know, it's a very, very strong story, but you see it all and absorb the entire story through the way it's depicted in animation and what happens. Like what we're seeing now with this dead deer, you know, and this woman crying over it. It's like that's how Gris is. So that style really works.
God damn it! I ain't trying to freaking cut onions while they're killing me. Looks good though.
Johnny says was expecting some more gameplay than what we've seen so far. Yeah, basically, there's been a lot of like, and it's kind of to be expected if you're showing a lot of new IP, but like there's a lot of teaser stuff. Like Fair Games is brand new. Like you don't do nothing. They even said at the beginning, all cinematic and gameplay. Like we're about 20 minutes in. I'm not gonna get upset so far. I don't know why Cat Quest. They can go with Cat Quest. They could have kept this one.
That they could, Well, at least they kept it to like 15 seconds.
Right.
Oh, never mind. It's this.
So, what's your gut telling you on Phantom Blade? Souls, or is it more just traditional hack and slash?
I think it's hack and slash.
That's what I'm thinking. And I'm hoping because we need more of those. I mean, Souls likes are fine, but
I'm thinking more
everybody wants to go
than
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want more devs to lean back into that.
Let's go Square.
Yo, what is this?
This looks crazy. Whatever the heck it is. 3v3 something.
Like some PvP.
Okay.
I'm instantly out.
It's a showtime.
4v4.
Yeah, I don't care.
I was just getting ready to say, all right, I'm
You
gonna go ahead
instantly
and
went from like I'm intrigued to not caring.
Remind me of some Splatoon stuff, because I literally just bought Splatoon. I haven't played it yet. It looks like something like this is about Splatoon.
Let's be for real. Splatoon is awesome though.
And this ain't even gameplay either. So
No.
Nope.
I don't know if this is third person perspective or first person. I don't know.
Oh, this is all Splatoon bit.
How much
Bubble Bobble remix.
Oh, there's some gameplay, third person.
It looks like it was if you're one.
Oh my God. It looks worse than Splatoon. Splatoon actually looks better than this.
Splatoon does look better.
This is frantic, kinetic. Those are the words that they be using on stage.
Yeah.
So they're basically saying, oh, so you can use your surfboard to go across the bubbles and clouds faster. Man, this is Splatoon clone. It's exactly that.
They made it pretty expensive. Which look, Splatoon's very
It was a matter of time, It was only a matter of time.
So they said we're gonna make bubbles instead of ink splatters.
Bubbles and foam instead of paint. Foam stars. Yeah, this is definitely and frosting.
Oh my God!
I'm sure it'll be fun, but I won't be there.
I've seen a lot of people talk about.
Welcome to the land of Mojo. Here we find John, the lucky squire, and his friends, Violet, Thrash, and
it's been a while since we've seen this.
Our heroes protect the land from the villainous sorcerer, Hungrum.
Yeah, this one looks cool.
They adventure to the edges of their realm, and even beyond.
Yeah.
There, Jock finds a whole new world to explore, with dangers, surprises, and attractively furnished accommodation. Our heroes must battle Hungrum across the two realms if they are to save their beloved land from his diabolical designs. Off the page and into adventure.
That's up to Forte, whether you got the time for it or not. But whenever there's a showcase, we're going to be doing this on the GPS channel instead of just, where we do the podcast on our channel. So just let everybody know. So, hit the like and subscribe button whenever you can.
Is this their own version of Minecraft?
That's what I was about to say. And we're like in that indie portion of the show. Like they always do this in the middle. They start off with like, we talked about this last show. They do every show. They start off with like stuff that they really are invested in. And then in the middle they hit you with stuff that they don't like. I mean, like it's like indie stuff and third party stuff, right?
Yeah, this is the part of the show that said this is our obligation to our third parties.
Yes. Then the last third of the show is all like the very best of what they are looking to put out. So the thing is that like this indie portion has gone on for about 5 or 6 minutes already, and we still ain't got to the VR2.
Yo, I gotta admit, man, as somebody who's not really interested in Minecraft, this actually was interesting.
Oh, are you down for this?
I don't know about that, but like I'm not. I was expecting to be like, all right, moving on to the next one, but it actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, PS5 by Saber Interactive and Tuxedo Labs. I've never heard of Tuxedo Labs, but I do know Saber. There are a lot of like, even though this isn't a first-party studio, but this is a lot like this show has been very much focused on a lot of live service stuff. If you notice, there's been very little single-player content so far.
I feel like they're saving that for the second half because they know the primary part of their audience is single-player or larger portion. So maybe they're just kind of saving that for the back half.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Ants.
Uh-oh, they got it grounded. They got their own grounded.
It's interesting. Yeah.
About to get 8-2.
South Florida?
Yeah, I'm supposed to say this.
Dang.
Everglades.
Yeah.
Everglades. Everglades. It's the name of the game.
Everglades Simulator.
Some brutal stuff, man.
Metal Gear. Let's go.
Oh.
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 I take it back.
Woo. There it is.
What a thrill.
No gameplay though.
With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
Oh, people are going to go crazy over the fact that it's just saying coming to PS5 there at the end.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
And a collection.
Oh, the master collection.
Yeah, I heard about that too, about the collection.
It's about time, though. I mean, because they're trapped everywhere else. It's about time.
Yeah.
You know, the other collection is trapped on PS3.
This is captured on the PC. But the thing is that, like, what they just showed just now, like, it came out earlier. I think it was Inside Gaming that released the information saying that the Metal Gear remake.
Yeah.
But of course, like, PlayStation, it doesn't care about other platforms. So when they say, hey, we're not on PS5, that's all they care about. They're not publishing the game. And they just care about being on their platform. That's it. So even though it's a multi-plat, they're not going to say at the end, you know, coming to Xbox. Like, X2.
Yeah.
This game is just by the scale of everything. Especially if it's an Unreal Engine game, bro.
PS5 is still gonna sound like General Grievous.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, man, that thing gonna perform terribly. Like CPU is gonna be crying trying to run it.
Like my blind march is on.
These people live with a knife to their throat.
But it's sitting in Halo next to your PS5.
We'd help you if we could. But you're helping us already.
We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
Crystals take more than they give.
You mean to tell us the niggles
of Bay until we can get the castle
world is dying?
You gonna tell me you got a whole city in a sand-like region by a landmass, by a water mass, and you couldn't make them a little bit darker? Really?
Why aren't you dead?
Really?
You got branded.
True. Do you believe what I'm about to do?
We have to summon the ability that we've had since we were kids, where you have to overlook something, you overlook things if you want to be entertained.
They believe in the powers of dominance.
Been doing it since kids. As soon as
I know I heard a lot of people say they didn't want to see Tom Fantasy 16 at this, but like, it's yeah, they did a whole showcase, the whole state of play for it, but the game comes out in less than a month, like and they're timed exclusive to their platform. Every single time they do anything, they won't have to. Just by obligation, because
we are but mighty acts of God.
He doesn't in contract.
Yeah,
I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there
It's
is
gonna do
shame in
nothing.
that?
I mean, it is what it is.
We
So.
shared a dream.
I would be the king of the world.
The darkness has taken over. It has made you
They put that bold claim out.
I don't
They
want to
said
be amongst them.
they weren't planning the day one patch.
Stop him! I have to save them!
I made a promise to my friends, and it is they who give me the strength to end your reign. Your efforts will avail us naught. We fight, we survive, we endure.
But what are they gonna feel like though? What are they gonna feel like they're playing a game day one that's actually working? We're not used to that no more.
Yeah. Or working, but definitely needs the patch.
Even though the last
right.
AAA game that launched. Maybe Ragnarok is the last one I can remember playing.
Yeah,
that
probably.
launched was very like bug free. I had a few bugs with Ragnarok, but nothing like earth shattering or anything.
Yeah.
I think of another one since then, honestly.
Uh-oh, the light show's back. Is this the transition to first party?
Transition to PSVR 2, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's 4:30. It's time for the VR segment.
So we gotta get our 15 minutes of VR in.
I hope
exactly.
Games, man. Let's get past this.
I'm trapped
Or
here.
it's a good handful of games, but they don't take a lot of
nightmare. I write to
definitely
escape.
want VR folks to feel
every word is a step forward.
Alan Wake.
Into darkness.
So this was
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
So you knew Al Victim?
Only the rumors. He was chasing a writer.
Someone knew they were here. Was playing a game with them.
Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about
One
us.
thing I will say about this, right?
We were
I
all
hope
trapped
all
in a
of
horror
this,
story.
the cinematic
The horror story
feel
wanted us dead.
is actually in the game, because a lot of what happens with Remedy's games is that they deliver a lot of story and context through like correspondence, emails, stuff you pick it up and read, which is like, look, I love reading, right?
There's something.
But I don't want you
forgetting.
to deliver like half the narrative.
Something important.
Things I have to read. Like,
Something's not right.
That takes you out of the
Easy
game.
now.
Right.
Yo, this looks kind of
First things first.
survival horror-ish.
What's your name?
It is. They did say they were going leaning more towards the horror aspect for Alan Wake 2, which
Well, that's gonna be a wrap for me then.
yeah, I was a big Alan Wake fan to begin with, but you could definitely see that Epic is spending money on it because like they made Control with just like I think 32 million.
I really like Control.
Control's pretty good, but you could definitely tell.
Here you go, Johnny. Here's Mirage.
I also really liked what's the name of that game?
You have died.
Quantum Break too.
Yeah, I like Quantum Break as well, but look, they ain't never doing the whole full-on TV show anymore.
It was actually pretty cool though if you watched it in between.
Yeah, but at no point should you have to put your controller down for a good 30 minutes.
Oh, it is 30 minutes to 45 minutes though.
Yeah,
you are right.
Like if that game hit today, it would make more sense because they would have immediately put that in like Paramount Plus or Netflix or something like that along with
the other way.
Right.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
Yeah. The way it was structured though, like it literally, I played this, I've seen
Embrace the fear. Quiet it. Find the stillness. And let's go.
Right.
Okay.
Hey yo, this seriously looks like it might bring me back to Assassin's Creed because I stopped at Origin.
If it's back to like a 20-something hour,
the stage is yours.
Yeah, please.
I'll
please.
be
not this
like my
300 hours.
favorite franchise until it's gotten so bloated.
Exactly, same here. Exact same here.
There are Assassin's Creed fans. See, like the old school Assassin's Creed fans are gonna love this Mirage game. That's the Dark Silver 12 too.
And
They're
I'm an
gonna
old
love
school
that.
Assassin's Creed.
The new school Assassin's Creed fans don't want to play none of that. They actually like Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla, where it's a big, like, spam, huge, humongous map action RPG. Which,
so y'all have fun
they're
with
literally two different genres of games.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't typically have anything against them. Like Origins was fine. It's just they're too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Like I still haven't played. I have Odyssey. I still haven't played it. Valhalla. I was like, I'm not even touching it.
Same here. Yeah. I had Odyssey and sold it, and then Valhalla.
They got Mirage. I think they need to do another, like, keep it up where you do the game that, like, because those, whether people like it or not, the open world action RPG Assassin's Creed have outsold the stealth Assassin's Creed. But to fulfill the obligations of all your both sides of your fan base, do both of them. I think.
Hey yo, B Money just said Mirage is gonna be good. It's gonna be shorter title and $40.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, I'm there. Yeah.
This game here, I think this is Blue Protocol. I've been waiting for this game for years, literally years. And shout out to Platinum Games for making the game get delayed by not being able to fulfill their obligation. But this game I've been hyped for a long time. They did announce earlier in the week that it's been delayed. It's still going to come out in Japan, but its worldwide release got delayed. So it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it looks
good.
good.
I've been looking forward to this for a while.
It looks like Mirage is going to be $50.
50? All right.
Yeah.
Which means up here it's going to be 60 or 70.
All right. Yeah, this looks nice, Slomo.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Man, I've seen like 30-minute gameplay, like videos of it. I just been like, yo, where is this game at, man? Yeah, it's supposed to be worldwide. I think later this year. Did I just say 2023?
I've crossed paths with many
Oh, you can.
Oh, technically, it's sure you can.
Sure you can.
Is this Ryu fighting someone's creator character?
Oh man. Oh, it is probably.
Oh, Chun-Li.
Oh, Chun-Li.
Having folks like myself down bad for years.
What about Yuna? The thighs.
Was that supposed to be Blanca?
I think that was Blanca.
Yeah, I certainly hope not. I mean, it looked like him, but maybe it's a joke. I hope it's a joke.
Guile.
And his romper. Damn. They knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing. Hopefully she's not with the CMA. Oh man.
Yeah, thanks, B Money. I said Blue Protocol. I meant Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Blue Protocol is a different game. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I haven't played fighters in years, but this and Tekken are looking interesting enough to make me at least think.
Yeah, just go ahead and just show us all the fighting games. Show us Tekken now, then show us Mortal Kombat.
And you know they're gonna space them out.
It's 440 and they haven't even shown VR yet.
Oh man, they're gonna show us one first party game. Spider-Man.
Oh man. Oh, they better not. They better not do that.
It's getting up to it, y'all.
Yeah. Well, you know they got to save the best for last. They know that we know they're gonna show Spider-Man, so you know.
Well, they got 20 minutes. You can do a lot in 20 minutes.
There's a lot they can do.
That's a PlayStation. That's a showcase right there. That's a state of play.
State of play. Yeah, exactly.
And they show a lot in state of plays. The one thing I will say of all games, the evolution of them, 2D side scrollers have probably become some of the best looking versions of themselves over almost everything else.
Oh yeah,
agreed.
Well, they've reached a resurgence, right? Because they went away for a while.
They went away, but yeah, now people are like, well, we can. We ain't got to be pixelated anymore. We can actually, have, very, very amazing backgrounds. And, they put a lot of work into those animations that be popping on in the background. I think games like, what was it? Like Rayman Legends kind of started that. Because I feel like they had some really, really good animation going on in the background and made them pop out.
They really did.
Gundam hype. Really going on. They show you see they accentuating all the all the curves.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Know what they're doing. Know what they're doing. Ooh, my anime unicorn.
That's kind of freaky.
Okay. Barbosa. Her name was okay.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my man retreated. I got hit in the mouth. Gotta go. We got sky, land, and water.
This is looking really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Hour of fantasy.
I will definitely keep an eye out on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Frantic gameplay, kinetic gameplay.
Uh-oh. Lens flare. That was a lens flare.
Oh wait, is this Dragon Dogma 2?
Ooh, I think so. Yep.
Yo, okay, let's go.
You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisa.
Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen? Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands.
John saying it's a little disappointing so far, the showcase.
I'm enjoying it so far.
I am too.
I think it's been good.
I mean,
so
I
far.
think people. I mean, well, like I said, we still got like 15 minutes left, so I think people, people want to see those big games. They want to see what those. They haven't shown anything from their first party yet, like any of their first party studios yet. So,
yep,
that's what people. That's the things that's going to move the needle for people.
Yeah,
right. Because I mean, as it's shaping up, I mean, it's like almost any show we always talk about when we do these. You say there's things in it that you see that, yeah, I'm gonna definitely play that. That definitely was cool. That definitely was cool. But when you're talking like,
They're not. Yeah, they're not these games aren't the ones you sat down for an hour to see.
exactly. And they know that, so that's why they kind of spread it out.
Oh,
and
they put all the good stuff
they're
at
saving
the end.
it for the end. Yeah, exactly.
They say they said we're gonna treat you to a special event if you stay to the end.
There we go. So what happened?
Five Nights at Freddy's shows up. I've never played one of these games, but
I agree with you guys. Like this is they've only really shown first party game they've shown is Haven's game so far.
Yeah, it's Haven. That was the very first game out the box.
Yeah, I still think they're gonna come with some good stuff, but they just gotta space it out.
Way too much indie stuff. Like this indie segment has been the majority of the show.
Yeah,
this AA indie segment has been outside of like sprinkling in Dogma's Dragma 2 and Street Fighter 6. You showing games people have already seen.
Yeah,
people already seen.
So we literally just saw a minute and a half trailer of.
Another freaking Freddy's
Five
game.
Nights at Freddy's shows up every freaking time.
Freddy's. Like, yo, leave that for State of Play.
Yeah,
leave that for a tweet.
All right, here we got another light
That's
show.
still a popular
Is
franchise?
this VR? Yep, here's the VR section.
Now we just getting the it's 4:45.
Well, they did say over an hour, so it could be like an hour 15.
Yeah, yo, they better be coming up with some heat.
Facts.
After this VR.
Is this
Village?
Yeah, this is Village. Yeah.
I'm definitely happy with the show so far, but for real, they need to come with some heat after they finish the VR segment. Wait, is this 4? Because B Money or Village? Because B Money just said it's 4.
No, it's 4.
It's 4.
It's not Village. It's 4.
Yeah, it's 4. Yep, because I got to go out of my daughter. This is the main reason she wanted Resident Evil on PlayStation for the VR portion.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get that Half-Life Alyx review.
Something else I never played. I've always wondered what the craze was about Half-Life.
It might be the best VR game ever made, honestly.
It might
talking
be.
about the franchise in general.
Oh, just Half-Life in general?
Oh yeah, well Half-Life 2 was revolutionary when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because
man.
that's like where you started really seeing physics come into play, Ramon. Like,
Oh, okay.
and for its time, that was like,
Yeah, it really revolutionized the way first-person shooters ended up going.
Oh, okay.
He's slapping that dude. Oh my God, messing with it. Oh, this is disgusting.
This is absolutely freaking disgusting.
He's slapping him with his whole hand. Okay.
What the hell?
The one thing I will say is it looks very good. Oh.
Dead Island. VR.
Oh, is it Dead Island VR?
VR, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So there's a VR version of. Really?
Reminds me of Dead Island.
Arizona Sunshine too.
Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah.
So there you go with the whole zombie thing. It could have been Dead Island too. Just as easy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Could have been. Coming this year. Wish list now.
Oh, okay. I think
Smilegate
is Plane 8. This might be Plane 8. Oh, wait, oh no, never mind. This is VR. This is Crossfire.
Oh no.
Crossfire, in VR.
He's trying to say Crossfire going to actually look better and play better in VR than it does on a standalone system by itself.
Yeah, it looks like it.
This definitely looks more interesting than what we saw that Xbox got last 2 years ago.
Oh man.
Ooh, good shot. This looks like a proper shooter.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like a proper Crossfire Sierra Squad.
I would definitely take a wait and see on this.
Yeah, I would too.
Smilegate and Crossfire.
I don't know if I'm going out to spend $550 to play it, but it's his first party. Let's go.
Fine. Time to come with some wood.
This needs to be Spider-Man 2. Let's go.
Okay. See that Sony magic. Oh, it's still PSVR. Oh.
Well, maybe this is the actual first party's PSVR game.
Could be. Ramon, you got me excited till I saw PSVR in the top left corner.
Yeah, I know. Me too. You're still like, oh well, wait a minute. You sit back down.
Didn't they show this game already?
In Dreams.
I think they showed this.
Oh, they
already.
did. I think they did. They showed this.
Yeah, they showed this at State of Play.
Yeah, State of Play. Yeah, because we were like,
I
this
didn't
looks
watch
cool.
it, so this is new to me. I never watched the State of Play, so yeah, it looks interesting.
I remember because we were talking about Super Hot and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Some cool stuff going on.
I got a Titanfall pistol.
Gosh, that aim assist. You see the bullets?
Nah, I'm trying to say that's that Titan, that's that Titanfall. That's that pistol.
Smart gun.
The smart gun.
Yeah. I think the bullets was like, hey.
Man, that mug was like curvature.
It was like close enough. You hit.
Right. We're gonna bend reality here.
And probably the most
okay.
VR game ever.
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber.
This is a good game.
It is a good game.
Every VR platform needs to have Beat Saber. It's like having Tetris.
It's one of the singular games that make me want a VR.
Mm-hmm.
This game will
good workout too, right?
Yeah.
This game will literally make you pass out. You feel like the end needs to come faster and it doesn't. It's like I'm still.
How long is this?
How long is this track? How long is this track?
I don't remember this song being this long.
I'm gonna need Queen to close.
You definitely get a workout with Beat Saber.
Uh-oh.
You need to put a towel in your headset so you don't sweat it out.
Right? Uh-oh. Not actual gameplay. Hey, what is this?
Well, at least they tell you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What the? I see at number 33. Number 26. Oh, it's counting down.
This is
it's Matter. Let's go.
The game Bungie's been making for 5,000 years. This is the reason why Forte can't get no new content.
I was gonna say
playing
Destiny
a
2.
broken game.
Yeah, but I need to see why are we getting no content? Let's see what this guy. This
Destiny
need
2
to
dies
impress.
so Matter can live.
Yeah.
Let's look at this multi-plat that's gonna be on everything.
Yeah, that's true on everything.
They also said this is no gameplay, right?
Yeah, they said not actual gameplay.
I appreciate that. At least tell me. At least tell me not actual gameplay, because there's nothing I hate more than being impressed and then find out later on, oh yeah, that was captured on a PC, or oh that wasn't that wasn't gameplay or whatever. You know what I mean?
The wild thing is that they've been making this game for forever, and there's still no gameplay to show. Of course, this
Marathon.
They're bringing Marathon back.
Yeah, they're bringing. Well, I
no
knew
wonder it's a teaser trailer. Then okay, so this is Marathon's a game they made on PC before they even made Halo.
Okay. I saw that Destiny thing there. The way they.
I'm about to go complete.
Nah, let's go. What are you about to show us for Destiny? Is this the final shape?
The final expansion.
Okay, there's Savathun. We got a hunter going after. We got a Titan with that ugly armor. No, that armor ain't ugly.
You was right. You were right first.
Okay. What is this?
We're gonna let you live, 14.
I wish you could have been there.
It's very compelling.
Oh, let's go, Cade.
Yeah, me too, kiddo.
Yo, this has to be Matt. This is their other game. This is the other game. There's no. I don't know. What is Cade doing? Oh, it is the final shape. What is Cade doing in this?
It's the final expansion. You know how, like,
Wait, Destiny,
the last episode of a TV series, they bring everybody back for it.
Really? Yeah. Okay. So August. So we're gonna see the final shape on August 22nd.
Okay.
So
What is this Firewalk?
This is what Firewalk has been working on.
Oh man, look, growing my vegetables.
About 15 minutes left on the show. It looks like.
Yo, Twitter about to go crazy after this.
Oh man, people go. I'm telling you, man.
They already. I'm seeing.
Yeah, they already.
It's like people say this is the trash.
PlayStation, all kinds of stuff. I've seen.
I'm going back to Zelda.
Hey, listen, man. They showed you a bunch of live service games today.
Concord.
Oh man.
Yo, that's it.
That's it.
Why even bother?
Why?
Oh, this can't be.
What was the point of that?
It can't be the end of the show. It can't be the end of the show.
Bro, do not, yo.
No.
Do not do this.
No, it cannot be the end of the show.
This would be the most tone deaf thing ever.
Oh
if this
my
is,
god.
This is it.
Are they doing a
So
commercial?
now they're doing a commercial for Gran Turismo.
I don't care about a damn movie at a game showcase. Man, they got me messed up. All right, yeah, they tripping now. Now they tripping. They tripping hard. Yo, man.
No, what have I told you before? I am so happy that I have something of a backlog that'll carry me probably till I leave this earth. Because gaming is definitely going to a place I don't get no more.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they showed this TV show.
They actually took up time out of this showcase, a game showcase, for a goddamn.
This is where they're going, though, man. Most of their games will coincide with the movie stuff. This is what we're gonna be getting.
Well,
I'm fine with that. Just don't put it on a showcase.
Right. Because like the people who like really care about, like, the people that they want to go watch this movie are like the casual gamers. They're
Right.
gonna go see the movie, then say, "Oh yeah, that is on PlayStation. I'm gonna go get a PlayStation or buy it on PlayStation." Right?
Man,
it's
you
not.
Before we get into our first game,
up.
I have a few announcements to share. At PlayStation, innovation is our passion. And that applies to not just what games you play, but how you play them. Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5
This
console
is
using remote play on
the
web.
Q Lite.
Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless
When are they going to
controller.
do the price for it?
Don't care.
We look forward to sharing more
Nope,
information.
no price.
Literally could not
I'm
possibly
also
care
pleased to
less.
reveal our first ever PlayStation earbuds, which will bring next generation audio immersion.
Oh man, look, we got new
PS5
earbuds for the PlayStation.
They simultaneously
These must be the VR headphones.
via Bluetooth.
Oh no, they gave you some headphones you could just
Audio with low latency,
look up
giving
to.
you outstanding sound quality while you're playing.
So this is that handheld that they were talking about.
Look out for more
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We hope today's showcase demonstrates our continued commitment.
Even if they do the one more thing and just show Spider-Man, this show is a disappointment when it comes to
It's
what.
yeah.
It's still a
yeah.
disappointment. If they just show Spider-Man at the
They've
end of this,
shown it, like this is so little first party content for them to be gone for almost 2 years. And
Almost no first party content.
okay, what is this?
Oh, this is the one more thing, right?
This better not be Predator or something.
Predator hunting grounds too.
Or is it Factions? Are we finally going to see Factions?
This is not fact.
I'm about to say.
Oh, I just forgot. It looks like we're not going to see factions.
Yeah, we're not going to see Factions.
Nope.
A fate you will not share.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Craven.
Yeah, Craven.
I've been in your shadow for hours, but you sense nothing. Pathetic. I asked for an equal, and this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2.
Light the fires. The great hunt begins.
That better not be it.
Thank you. Okay, we getting some more here.
Okay. I was about to be
One big thing I said I wanted to see from Spider-Man 2 was like the advancements in the gameplay. So
Yeah.
I want to see more.
Exactly.
From that.
We need more than just a trailer.
Right.
We need some gameplay.
What? Yes. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
No idea. This whole lizard hunt ends now. Leave Connors alone.
I actually kind of called this. I said I wanted to see what them take the symbiote and then allow that to give Peter Parker like more dynamic gameplay to kind of keep up with what Miles does, you know, from the Miles Morales game. If they went back to just basic Peter, the way they did Peter with the 2018, it just wouldn't be as exciting, you know?
Right.
Lizards across the river. I'm not gonna make
Switch the Miles. Okay. I like that. You can switch between them. That's great. That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of guessing that was going to be the case.
Ooh.
I like that.
I see why this is only on PS5. You cannot do that on PS4.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Look at
no.
that.
The CPU would die trying to do
Would
this.
die trying to
Dude, it
render
would be
all that.
wheezing. You'd be wheezing and everything. Oh, man.
Really tough hiding it from my mom, but yeah, I'll boot up and see you there.
They got here fast.
can make your own
nice.
Your own places. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Nice.
That's smart.
To put yourself in a better position.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's a good addition.
Yeah, it is. Very cool. Oh, 2 at a time. Okay. Nice.
They had to do that to not have it like you're starting all over again.
Exactly.
When like you built both of them up and they're in 2 games already. You know, you gotta keep it looking like they're advancing.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Dang. Okay.
Garage might lead to him. Connors tore through this place. He's out of control.
I think we're definitely gonna see Miles fighting Peter because with the Venom suit until he gets Venom off of him.
Right. Did you hear some of his dialogue? He sounded
Yeah, I did.
really angry.
Yep.
And very un-Peter-like.
And he's gonna start going too far, and then Miles is gonna have to try to stop him.
Right.
Where am I now?
It looks like he's about to end up having to fight the lizard.
Yep.
How'd you find me?
Follow the fish. Drone's picking up lizard's trail.
He's still eating. We can catch him off guard. Genki, get behind me. It's just his skin.
Doesn't that mean he's getting bigger?
Hungrier too.
Oh snap!
Hey man.
Man, this looks crazy.
Building swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors? Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the date isn't complete.
Hey, I think I got a lock.
Genki, wait, be chill. That wasn't me. Me neither.
I don't even have a stomach, so.
Let's go.
Who do you end up controlling in this situation?
Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help. We won't. You take the drones, I got the jet skis. Cool if I borrow this?
Wow. Wow.
Holy crap! Nice. Oh wow.
I tell you, Insomniac, they are legends, man.
Yeah.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
I said Insomniac, they're legends, man.
Oh my God! Yes, they are. This is crazy, and the way he's.
Oh my God!
Damn.
Can you imagine this show without this? Good grief. This is, I mean, the
This
show's
saved
already
the show.
bad.
This saved the show.
No, the show's still bad, but this is this is
No, it's, the
something
show is
worse.
still definitely a disappointment, but this saved it from being a complete and total disappointment.
Oh yeah.
Like I did see some stuff that I liked. That's why I say it wasn't a complete failure, but I was definitely expecting more.
And I do kind of feel like visually, like it's not. I don't know if you guys know it, but like some of the like detail, environmental detail, isn't quite at the same level. Like texture quality and details in the in like say like that boat that got hit. It looked very basic.
I'm wondering
I
if
feel like I've seen more detail in the previous games that were cross-gen. So like, I wonder if just like that's like little touch-ups visually that like aren't that they're still working on. You know?
Do you think it also might be YouTube compression?
So yeah. I'm definitely going to take a look at this in 4K later on.
Yeah.
because they always upload everything up in 4K after the stream is over.
Part of me feels bad because I feel like this is the Uncharted thing that they do, where they show you almost the most incredible cutscene and portion of the game in a reveal trailer.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the game is going to be phenomenal, but part of me feels like it's just like they do it. They did it with Uncharted all the time. They would show you the airplane. They would show you the train. They would show you all the
But
best.
if you remember, they did this with both the previous Spider-Man games too. With Spider-Man 2018, they showed us a part where Peter is taking out one of Kingpin's crews on a skyscraper.
Yeah.
And then he flies through that helicopter and everything, and then stops it from hitting the ground. And then in Miles Morales, they had the whole bombing of the bombing of his mom's rally, and then him trying to save the bridge. All of that was in like a very like long form cinematic trailer that was still like basically actually lifted from the game.
Yeah, but this looks incredible.
Yeah, this does look amazing. I think
He's mine. You sure? He's got big teeth. So do I.
I think it looks really good. This is good. Spider-Man 2 is going to be great when it comes out later this year.
He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
What I also think is what we just saw is the beginning of it, because Kraven is hunting the lizard.
Still don't have a release date? Oh my.
Fall 23.
That's it. That's the show.
It's definitely the end of the show.
Yeah. You know, the interesting thing is, if this had been an on-schedule show, like instead of almost a 2-year wait, it probably would have been better. Like, I think we would have been happier with this if this had been a show that was aired last year. But a 2-year wait, after a 2-year wait, I think everybody was expecting like just so much more because we waited for so long.
It would have been a decent showcase if they showed this last year.
Well, I mean, shoot,
But
they only
even.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the wait makes it even worse because people just figured like there'll be more first-party content from their first-party studios with literally almost a 2-year wait. But what we're getting is like the vast majority of the show is a lot of like marketing deals that they have
in indie,
but content that's like that's not just going to be on PlayStation as well. So
yeah, like yeah they made us wait way too long for this. Like, I definitely stick by it wasn't a bad show, but for as long as they made us wait, we were definitely expecting more.
Yeah.
Yo, and
Yeah.
the reception is not good. I'm looking at the chat from the actual PlayStation.
Oh yeah, man. They
Oh
over there.
yeah, it's brutal.
It's brutal over there.
Yeah.
It is legit brutal over there.
All right. Shout out to Cat Day Alert. He says, tried my best to leave the office early to watch it live with you guys. About to get back and restart the stream, relax, and enjoy the stream. Cat, by the time you catch up to this, I don't know if you're gonna be quite.
That's sad that you missed it live.
But man, this is not what I was expecting. I was definitely expecting more from this, but we can go around to everyone, getting their thoughts. Eric, you can go first, man. What are your thoughts on this show, man?
I think you guys kind of punctuated it, man. Like, in terms of a showing of games that we all had our moments and then we're like, oh, that was dope. That was like, yeah, that might be a cop, that might be a play, whatever. But when you've been kind of waiting for 2 years, to see what they've been holding back, that didn't do it.
Yeah,
that didn't do it. Like, I don't. I mean, for me personally, I don't know if that's anything in that particular show.
Can you mute the?
Oh, I didn't mute. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, is there anything in that show for somebody who is on the fence about a PS5, who hasn't already, probably already played like Spider-Man and Miles Morales? Was there anything in there for somebody who was on the fence to be like, I'm about to go cop on PS5 now?
Maybe Spider-Man, because it's coming out so soon,
right?
And look, the trailer looked good. Although I do think, like, I don't know if Puddlegate made them like visual, like there's some things visually that I was kind of like, I do want to see it again in 4K just to make sure, but it just like seemed like a lack of detail, a lack of visual effects there, a lack of lighting, which you would expect for a game that's PS5 only to actually be there. But
which game you talking about?
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I was looking at the same.
Great.
Yeah, it looked great, but it looked a little dull. But yeah,
it looked like the character models had the right amount of detail, but the environment didn't yet. Like, they're still working on that, which I fully expect Insomniac to have all that stuff squared away by whenever it's coming out. But like, also, this is your time. Go ahead and speak. I'm talking.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, bro.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's kind of where I'm leaning with that, is like, this is after 2 years, this was the opportunity to kind of like set a more of a stage for what is to come, not even dropping necessarily this year, but what is going to be moving into 2024. You already know Spider-Man is probably your biggest game of the year, right? At this point in the year. So what's your first party like really doing?
Yeah.
Like, there was like nothing in there to really, to me personally, to feel like anything energizes anybody. And again, I'm talking, not saying as a gamer. A gamer can find anything that they would want to play in a showcase. You'll walk away with 2 or 3 that you're like, yeah, I'll definitely play that. But that's not what we come to showcases for. You come to a showcase to get energized about, your purchase, energized about the culture, energized about the community, and all those different things. And I don't know, after 2 years, and like you guys said, maybe that's what it is. It's a 2-year wait makes that hit harder. Because like someone, you said it a moment ago, that would have still been an okay showcase, even if it was within a year. It would have still just been okay.
It just would be just a ho-hum, just okay showcase at that point.
Yeah, after 2 years,
that this is after almost 2 years, and you are filling it up with a trailer for your movie, and you got freaking Helldivers 2 in here, and it's just like, what?
That's just not. That's not it. That's not it.
We got nothing from. We've got nothing from Wolverine. We've got nothing from Ghost of Tsushima. We got nothing from Factions 2. We've got. I mean, like this.
If it ain't a Insomniac or Haven, we didn't get anything.
Right, and it literally it's just Haven and Insomnia, and what Haven showed us wasn't gameplay. So
Yeah.
we
Exactly.
expect that anytime soon. What Insomnia showed us we're getting this year, clearly. But like all the other stuff was just like timed exclusive or partnered stuff content, and like even a lot of it was stuff that we had already seen at State of Plays. So it's just like, bro, why is this here again? It's just like, are you padding time to try to make this up at least an hour? I don't know. Like, it's very, very shocking to me because I was expecting way more than this. I mean, like, I kind of figure fortunately, you remember I said I don't think Factions 2 going to be here.
Even though
We
they
have-
needed, even though it, well, I knew it wasn't going to be here based off of what Neil been saying over the last couple of months. I said it before you got here earlier when I was talking to Ramon and Eric about it, but he's been talking like further out in his comments saying like, can't wait to show you more later or stuff like that. And we're talking about stuff that he's been talking about over the course of the last month or month and a half. You would definitely know that he probably has an idea that this showcase was going to happen now. And it just seems like in all his communication that they're not showing anything probably until Summer Game Fest, which is in like August, maybe September. But I always felt like it should be here because it's like, it's 2 years, almost 2 years. You know, at least half of your first party at this point, if not more, should be somewhere in development stage on where they should be getting ready to talk about or announcing whatever next projects they're having. We gave Sony, I mean, this is the thing, we gave them a lot of credit. And people kept saying this, over the course of the pandemic, like the pandemic didn't affect Sony. Sony still released a bunch of, AAA games over the course of the pandemic and stuff. And that was it was amazing because they were able to do that. But are we catching the end of that now because they ramped up so fast to get those games out then? Now is it going to take them a little bit longer to release more of these games because they did have to get caught up and they didn't get started on a lot of these games until late in the late on after the pandemic and stuff kind of hit them because they didn't show us pretty much anything from nobody. Like I said, if it wasn't Haven, if it wasn't Insomniac, and think about it, if it wasn't for Insomniac and Ted Price coming out himself and saying that Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 2 was coming this year towards the end of the year, we wouldn't know anything from Sony's first party because Sony didn't come out and say that. That was Insomniac themselves saying that. So I'm at a point now, I mean, it is what it is, but I just think, like you said, like, Eric said, like everybody on the panel pretty much said, it's like, man, it's been 2 years and what's the give on that? Now we saw a lot of games there that we really, really liked. I think they really did live up to that expectation of, hey, we got,
there was no Stellar Blade.
Yeah, no Stellar Blade. But I think they lived up to
to say that.
Yeah, I think they lived up to the point where they're talking about, the games of a service. I think they showed a good amount of them here, at least 7 or 8 of them they showed. I mean, you don't know which ones are which because you don't know what they are situated in. But, they started out the show with 3 of the first 4 games they showed was that. And I thought it was going to pick up a little bit more.
People about to have a conversation about this. So remember back when Bungie got acquired and it was like they wanted to make sure they were going to remain multi-platform?
Yeah.
Marathon's only coming to PS5 and PC.
Really?
Well, maybe it's a delayed release, maybe. Because they didn't say
you can't.
This is what I'm saying.
Bungie can't. They can't say that.
This is from Eurogamer, and they said it says the new Marathon is described as a sci-fi PvP extraction shooter that, while not a direct sequel to the earlier games, is set in the same universe. PvP is the key here, too, with Bungie confirming that it won't have a single-player campaign. It will, however, have support cross-play and cross-save between PS5 and PC. And it says here, it's a reimagining as a PvP shooter for PC and PS5.
Mhm.
So
Well, I guess technically they are multi-platform,
right.
but it's just
Well, no. Well,
PC.
Bungie's always said wherever their players are, their games are gonna be. Mm.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm still gonna wait and see because maybe it'll come out later on Xbox. I don't know.
Even later
That
would be a problem for a lot of people.
That would be a problem because they said they weren't going back to that whole what they did with Destiny and when they had when they were with Activision and they had that time thing where even like weapons were held off for a full year, maps, all kinds of like all kinds of stuff was time gated on PlayStation from Xbox. So like they said they weren't doing that no more. But here, look, I said it then. I remember saying it then. I was like, wait a minute. Are we certain that like they're not going to have everything's going to be fully multi-platform? Because I mean, I understand like they're not going to remove Destiny off of Xbox, and clearly they're cool with PC because they put their own games with PC and any kind of like live service game. They're going to launch simultaneously on PC, as we've seen already with Fair Games, Haven's game, PS5 and PC. But yeah, like that's
interesting.
I kind of figured like something. Look, and this for them to go back to do a reimagining of one of their old IP that they did before Destiny. I'm sorry, even before
Halo, yeah.
It almost seems as if like PlayStation was like that Denzel meme where he was like coming out here with something.
Yeah, you coming out here with something. Yeah,
I'm leaving here with something. Like you gonna have to give me something.
Yeah.
Give me like okay, Matter is probably going to be on everything. They've been working on that for forever. So they was like, all right, what else you got in the cupboard? But Marathon, okay, we'll take that. Go ahead and put that on PS5 and PC. All right now, like it's funny. It's funny, but like my bad. Ramon, go ahead and give your thoughts. I think we should all give our thoughts.
Yeah.
And then we could all give a grade out of 10. Or I don't know. We guys want to do a letter grade or out of 10? How you guys want to do it?
Let's say I say letter grade.
Yeah, letter grade's fine.
Okay, good. Ramon, go ahead and give your thoughts.
Okay, so my internal metrics for a show are games that I see that I'm interested in, like very interested in, games that are absolutely I'm going to buy, and first party presence. So I saw games that I'm very interested in, I saw games that I'm absolutely going to buy, and I saw 3 first party games, one of which we already knew was coming anyway. If this had been a normally scheduled show, I would have said it was more than good. I would have said it was pretty doggone decent. I would have said it was pretty good. But the fact that I waited 2 years takes this from being above good to being decent. So, like, I mean, it was already said. I mean, E said it, you guys said it. They made us wait entirely too long, and they have been entirely too quiet to give us a show like this. They know that everyone considers PlayStation first party studios to be legendary, and there's something that comes along with that. And if like I think it was Forte that was saying, maybe the whole pandemic thing caught up with them, and so their studios are still cooking. Understandable, but at the same time, to be so quiet for so long and not give us any for almost 2 years, and then bust out with this show that would have, if a year had gone by, been maybe, better than average, that was a mistake. And I don't know. That it's a little bit weird to me. Like I want to say tone deaf because surely you should know, the success of PlayStation isn't off of its third party deals necessarily. It's the reputation of their first party content. So I'm not, I'm disappointed, but I'm not unhappy if you get what I'm saying. Like I'm disappointed in this show, but at the same time, I did see some stuff that I really liked and plan on buying. But for sure, they tripped out. They tripped hard, making us wait 2 years for this.
Mhm. I agree. I guess I'll go next. I mean, I enjoyed the show. I think the show started out really, really good. I mean, I think the whole show was good in general. I just think the context of what people and for myself, what we were expecting from the show was kind of where it kind of let people down. Like as we were watching the show, that's why I kept taking the temperature of the rooms. Like, everybody like really likes what they're seeing so far. But that's also in reflection to the fact that, okay, we're only 30 minutes in and we know they're going to hit us with the fire at the end. So everybody was willing to be like, okay, I like this, I like that. So have more of those, that open imagination to the games that's coming out. And I think they do that on purpose to an extent for a lot of things. But the big thing is at the end, they normally have something of substance that's going to really end the show to make you like say, pull it all together. And I do think Spider-Man did that, but I think it didn't do it enough because, like I said,
impossible for to do it enough. The show was so bad up to that.
Right.
The show was such a disappointment up to that point that there was just nothing that you could do at the end to actually bring it
back.
bring it back. Yeah.
I think, every like John, he said in the chat, he said for the most part, everything was live service, CGI, no real gameplay. Even the Metal Gear reveal was just a CGI trailer, nothing else to it. I just think for most people, live service games, especially like now, if this is like a PC showcase or even an Xbox showcase or something like that, I think you can get away with probably showing off a lot of live service stuff because that's kind of what those platforms are baked off of now. But when it comes to PlayStation, it's still predominantly bought and played by a lot of people that play a lot of single player stuff. There are multiplayer aspects to it, but it's not really known for its multiplayer aspects. So people really are looking forward to those story narrative generated games or just news and announcements based on some of the leaks and rumors and stuff. I just think that they didn't do enough on the first party front to really tell people why you should have your PlayStation right now. Like up until this point, yes, absolutely. Your PlayStation is the best going system right now of the three. I feel like it's definitely, if you had one since day one, you're definitely not disappointed in the things that you got a chance to see and play on that system. But I do think people are tired of the narrative of the CMA holding up development on games, or not development, but just showing the games and stuff like that. People just assumed that PlayStation was just keeping their cards close to their vest in order to get, to a point where they could just throw out like a gauntlet of just content for people to see. And we get to that day and it doesn't happen. And I think Haven, I think Haven and Insomniac are the only two first party studios that showed any real content. And one of those was CGI. So what are we supposed to kind of do with that? We thought we don't even know when the next showcase is going to be, or the next whatever is going to be. So how long we got to wait?
Not even sure I care.
Right, well, yeah, that's another thing. You don't even sure if you really care. So ultimately, for me, if I had to give this show, you want to just do the grades now with everybody, Slow-Mo?
I didn't.
Okay, you go first. Yeah, but for me, I mean, I liked the show. I just didn't. I know I'm just a little disappointed that we didn't get a chance to see that higher tier games because think about it, that's what everybody always talks about. We talk about how Hi-Fi Rush was a really good game for Microsoft, and we talk about Pentiment and how that was a really good game for Microsoft, and people clown them for that. They say, well, those aren't the games that move the needle for everybody. Now, when you look at this showcase, are you going to say that that this is better? I think that's kind of the conversation that's going to be had now. Like, Microsoft did what they did, Sony did what they did. Which one is better? You'll probably say Spider-Man is a better showcase game than anything that Microsoft has shown up to this point. But they're kind of on the same footing, which is something I didn't think I would say after, seeing the showcase. I just knew that Sony was going to have a lot for us to see and show. And they kind of left a lot on the table. But what do you think, Slow?
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Can I say something real quick before you?
Go ahead.
I want to say this real quick because I want to share the sentiment with what Forte is saying. And again, I want to reiterate that as gamers, you will always, a true gamer, not people playing the cap game on Twitter all the time, but a true gamer can look at anything and go, oh, that's fire. I'll definitely play that. I could definitely see myself being excited to check that out or see more of that. You'll always find that. But when you're talking about, again, 2 years, right? A showcase, not a state of play, because we're more forgiving with state of play. That's like, okay, it is what it is, When you talk showcase, that's when you're supposed to come and and bring the thunder. So it's not a thing where you're like overhyped or you're like whatever, but as overall, it's just disappointing.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to lower your expectations for something.
Exactly, and that's your chance for the roadmap from your heavy hitters. So that says either you don't have anything to show, or your planning has been way off, because that's a long time to be silent. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Slomo.
I'm gonna preface everything I'm saying with my expectation going into this was that I would, at the end of the show, but at this point, I would have a greater idea of what to expect from PlayStation first party, what to expect from unique content that's only on PlayStation going forward. I've got my PS5 here. I got my custom plates on it.
What color?
I don't use it. Purple. I
don't
purple. Use it.
Shout out to you.
Thank you. I don't use it as much as I would like to. I would like to use it more. And going into the showcase, I knew about Haven because they talked about Haven already. I knew about, Metal Gear Solid because that was leaked before, which is not their fault. That would have been a great reveal if it wasn't already leaked. But I've known about a lot of stuff that was already, like the big stuff that was there. A lot of it was stuff that I was already aware of. Meanwhile, I still don't know anything about Factions 2. I want to play Bloodborne. I would love to play Bloodborne. I'm not playing Bloodborne at 30 frames per second. And so I want either a 60 FPS update, which I'm like, bro, do you understand the kind of pop you would get if they just did a trailer and said, hey, look, we're not even going to visually, make this game look better visually. We're just going to do a 60 FPS update. You know how many people would have been their highlight of the entire show? Like, it's nothing there. Like, Ghost of Tsushima 2? No. What's Guerrilla been working on? We don't know. They got a whole second studio that's supposed to be working on a multiplayer game. I don't know if it's another Killzone or Horizon multiplayer, but whatever, it's not shown. Naughty Dog, Naughty Dog. Sony Santa Monica has had Cory Barlog working on a sci-fi game for a while. Nothing. We know there's an Uncharted game in development. Nothing. Like, it's just, after 2 years, the longer you don't give us updates like this, the bigger the pressure builds. So that when you do show something, you need to make up for the lack of content that you've shown us over that time period that you went radio silent. And even if this was a showcase they did in June of 2022, it would have been mid for June of last year. For nearly 2 years later, I'm sorry, like, all I know for first party that isn't VR, I don't care about VR, is Fair Games and Spider-Man 2. And Fair Games, I'll be calm with Fair Games. It looks like, and if it's like this, I'm gonna love it. Payday 2 gameplay with a Watch Dogs theme. I'm down for that. That'll be great, right? But I don't know that for certain because I ain't seen no gameplay. Which,
hey, Slow-mo, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off, man. I gotta run. I just found out that the movie we're supposed to see is sooner than we expected.
Okay, hey, no problem. Hey, go ahead and give your letter grade, and we'll shout you out real quick.
Okay, well, the only thing that brings the score up is that I'll have time to revisit some of the games I've been wanting to play in my own library. That said, I'm giving the show
Silver lining.
yeah, I'm giving the show a C plus. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a C plus.
Okay.
It was
You're so
decent,
kind.
but
You're so
disappointing.
kind.
All right, I'll check you guys later.
All right, take care. Thank you for
Thanks for
coming
coming through,
man.
bro. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'll talk to you.
No problem. So yeah, look, just really disappointing that just like the bare minimum of things that people expected to see aren't there. There were things that I was told to expect to see that weren't there, and
Mhm.
that's also a disappointment. But again, of course, like when someone tells you, "Hey, look, this is supposed to be there," you never know what happens in the back end, right? But so that's no like skin off anyone's back who told me that. But at the same time, like this is just smoke for Sony themselves. Like this is not a good showcase. And I hope that like the general sentiment of the showcase that it was a terrible showcase. Not because everything they showed was terrible. No, like they showed some good games, but a lot of what they showed was also games that people are going to be able to play on devices that aren't a PlayStation.
Mhm.
And so when that's the case, it's not a good showcase. Like state of play, sure. Like a lot of the stuff they showed is fine for a state of play. It would have been a really good state of play for some of this stuff. But to only really show for just the PlayStation, just Fair Games and a teaser of Fair Games really, and Spider-Man, which looked great, just not good enough. So we could go ahead and we could do our grades and get up out of here. Eric, what is your letter grade for this?
Oh, they straight up getting a D on that assignment.
Hard
That's
D.
That's a hard
Pause.
Hard.
Hard D.
The hard D.
A hard D. A hard
Yeah.
D. Forte, what you got,
The
man?
hard D. Oh man, no D, just straight D, no D plus, D minus, just
They're
straight
getting
D.
a straight D.
Straight D.
Again, Paul. Yeah.
I give them.
Sliding them a straight D. Go ahead.
I'll move them up to a C minus just for the fact that Spider-Man did look pretty incredible, and I'm more interested in what's going on with the final shape now because I seen K in the trailer. So now I'm waiting for Bungie to tell me more information that I gotta wait 4 months for. But yeah, I'll say C minus at best.
I'm gonna go with a D as well. I'm gonna give them the D as well with Eric.
Give them the D.
It's gonna be an Eiffel Tower situation.
Oh man, two D's sitting next to each other.
Whoa. don't cross the D's.
Don't cross the streams.
Mostly because I was at the level of an F based off of the level of expectations of what I was
True.
expecting and them not delivering until Spider-Man definitely delivered exactly what I wanted from Spider-Man. I wanted to see where they were taking the gameplay. I wanted to see because Miles Morales upped the bar when it came to Miles' gameplay with his powers, and and their limitations with Spider-Man is that this is not their IP. They didn't create Spider-Man, and you can't go give Peter Parker new powers. You can't do stuff like that. So you have to find different ways, and they were smart to take the symbiote, the Venom symbiote, which Venom at some point is going to show up in the game. I'm 1000% certain. And but to take the symbiote and show those moments of Peter, being a bit erratic, being a bit angry. The symbiote, his influence is there, and allowing his use of the symbiote to give him different abilities, that a different dynamic in the gameplay. I thought that was perfect. I thought them doing the long form trailer where you're literally taking a portion of the game and just showing it to us was awesome. I do expect the environmental just blandness that's in the environment, and the textures and lighting to all get fixed before it comes out. But that's not enough to recover. So yeah, it's
Right.
getting it for me. It's
And
it's
you know why?
good.
You know why else, Slimmo? Why I guess like why I guess the D pause. Um, pacing. There was if you really step back, and I'm gonna watch it again just to be sure, but I don't think it's gonna move past the D, because if you're really watching the show, there's points where you go, oh, we're finally seeing this from Haven. We're finally okay. We saw that. We saw Final Fantasy again, and then it's this whole middle of indie, which again we love the indie space. We play a lot of those games, and then you hit your VR. But pacing wise, there was never. I would say there was never a point in there to where we felt the adrenaline hit and we rode that for a moment.
Right.
There was never like a crescendo. There was never like a point where you were like riding high on it, like on the PlayStation juice.
Like
Right?
the juice never came.
Never came. It really never came. And we got it with Spider-Man. But again, that's sort of like, Friday night as a kid, you're excited because your mom and dad called, say, hey, I'm bringing you McDonald's. You hype, but it's still McDonald's. It was McDonald's. Of course I'm gonna be hyped for McDonald's. So of course I'm gonna be hyped for Spider-Man. We've played, Spider-Man. We played Miles, so we know what kind of expect us, and it looked dope. The things that they added look dope, but is that enough for you to go, hands down, that show that was on point? Like you said, we got it, and if they didn't have that, I mean, well, that whole show would have been like an F.
Right.
But there was never an adrenaline hit.
Yeah.
Of excitement.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone just showed a screenshot of Spider-Man, and I'm looking at like the trailer, like the screenshot, and I'm pretty sure this is like someone replied to me on one of my tweets on Twitter, and it looks super low res. Okay, like it looks low, but at the same time, I can see some of the lack of detail in like just like it's where Peter comes out of, looks like likely his Aunt May's house or something, and the basement, and starts fighting Hunter's people, and it's just like the lack of this is why I know it's like a lack of detail in the environment. That's something that really kind of had me like, like what, like they showed that, like because it's like just usually when they want to show us something, usually instead it's like they usually show us it on running on a dev kit before they stop to really optimize it for the console, And so, like, for example, when they first showed Spider-Man for the first time, and we saw like the crazy like puddles and the lighting in the puddles, and then when it got to closer to launch, they toned some of that down, and then the whole Puddlegate thing happened. Remember, like, so it seems like they were just like, we gonna avoid that Puddlegate. We're gonna give you if anything, it's going to look better than what it looks like right now, which is fine. But it's just interesting. This is really like a kind of like a show that is not what a lot of people were expecting.
Yeah. And before we get out of here, can I share something Wario just shared in regards to the Metal Gear, the Metal Gear Master Collection?
Yeah.
There's Konami is setting us up to let us know, don't expect any like, up-res, any sounds like up-resing treatments or anything like that.
Oh, it's just a straight game.
They're basically saying it here's the political statement they put on it. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection allows fans to play the games as they were as first released on the latest platforms. So there's no aspect
Why?
ratio updates. There's no.
Oh man, they
Yeah.
got us out here. They
Why?
got us here in the 90s.
That brother make my eyes bleed. Metal Gear Solid 1 make your eyes bleed at this
It's
point.
slow-mo.
Imagine playing that on a 4K OLED.
Why does that? Because now I'm confused. Because why does that make any sense? I could at least see if they said it will be the PS3 HD collection presented as is. Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that sound more like that? That's not even what they're saying here. It sounds like they're just saying the way it was emulated, or it's emulated, but the way it was on PS1, that's what you're gonna get. That's crazy. They have an HD collection that they could have used. That's crazy.
Right.
If that's the case, if that's what that really means.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to clarify that more. I don't know.
I think another thing before we wrap up, another thing that just like it's like they also like 'cause I know some people would be like, but they show some good game. They did show some good games. Street Fighter 6 is a good game. Well, it looks to be a good game. Final Fantasy 16 looks to be a good game. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink looks to be a good game. But all of those games are games we had already seen. And so you got it like you can't have that be the bulk of your show. Because literally from the moment they showed Fair Games and then they showed something else after Fair Games. And then it was like from 3:20 to about 3:45, it was indies, like marketed AAA games we'd already seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid thrown in there, remake thrown in there, a teaser trailer, CG trailer at that, and then VR, PSVR, and then Spider-Man. I'm like, this is people going to hate me for saying it, but this is what you expect from Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't what you expect from PlayStation.
Yeah.
They did an Xbox.
No, that's true.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
And if this was an Xbox show, it's a disappointing Xbox show.
Yeah.
It's a bad Xbox show. Like if I'm Phil Spencer and Matt Booty, man, we about to crack some shit.
Oh yeah, dog. They off the hook. They off the hook for a while.
Right. Did you just see that Phil? Phil like, did I see it?
Feels like I feel rejuvenated.
I'm right, like man, they get the swagger back. It'd be like, man, I can't wait for 2 weeks, man. I'm about to put the work on them in 2. If I am them, if I'm Nintendo, I'm giggling to myself. That was it. Shoot, let me throw something together.
No, Nintendo out here like Nintendo was like out here like we could push the Switch back another year.
Right. We weren't even going to do a direct in June. But shoot, if this is what you're doing, let's just throw some stuff together real quick and then come out with. I mean, if this is what we have to contend with here, and it's not good enough, especially for PlayStation, the market leader. We expect more. So,
well,
yeah, yep,
yeah. Well. All I know is C- at best. And Marathon
that's
is
probably the highest grade I've seen so far. I'm looking at people on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think Jay Barry said something like a C something, a C minus, or maybe he said C plus. I don't know. It was somewhere in the C range, but
yeah,
I haven't seen anyone give anything higher than a C.
Only reason I'm telling you, the only reason this thing didn't score a D is because I saw Cade 6. That's it. So one little second. That's the only reason. And and I see that tweets. I saw your message. Go ahead.
This is not Xbox's tweet. Please, is this
what they say? What they say? What Xbox say?
The level of there's a tweet. I'm about to retweet it.
Okay, yeah, please.
There is a tweet Xbox put out said coming to Xbox.
Oh, what a good looking group!
All the multi-plats that they showed in the showcase.
Oh, it is.
Immortals of Avenue, Ghost Runner 2, Marathon, Metal Gear Solid Remake, Dragon's Dogma 2, Alan Wake 2, Plucky Squire, Teardown, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Neva, Cat Quest, and the Talos Principle 2. They literally took everything they showed that was multi-plat and said, "Hey, man, thanks for shouting us out." You know,
what
like
a good-looking group.
Wow.
I gotta retweet this, bro. Petty.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yo, that
You gotta love it.
You open it up. You open yourself up to this.
Yeah.
What? That's what you put in.
You open yourself up to that. You know, to that level of petty. You open yourself up to it. Like, hey, what can you do? Like, that was when you make that the majority of your show. Come on, man. Oh boy.
I tweeted. I said, "Petty, let there be competition."
All right, you guys ready to wrap this up, man?
Yeah, man.
I got to roll. So yeah.
Yeah, let's get up out of here. First of all, shout out to the 11 people that came over. We could have definitely had more if we would have done on our own channel, but we want to get everybody acquiesced for this channel. So for the 10, 11 people that did show up, really appreciate it. Make sure you share it with all your friends on social media. Make sure you hit the like button, and in the comments section, make sure
hit
you
the subscribe button so the next time we go live on this channel,
you'll know
see
we
it too.
are. And then then after this, leave a comment telling us what was your favorite part of the show, if there was one. What's your letter? What's your letter grade? But I do want to say thank you to our two guests. First, Ramon Terrell had to leave a little earlier, had a movie to go see. And you can catch him at Ramon_Terrell on Twitter. So make sure you follow him over there. And then we also have the homie, the legend, the man that is the coolest person in the Twitter community, always has a level head, Eric Jackson. Please tell everybody where they can find you and what you got going on.
Yo, guys, the best part of that showcase was spending it with you.
Facts, man. You're right. If I had
to sit,
if I had to sit there and watch that and take notes by myself, I'd have been asleep.
I would have fell asleep on this. Absolutely, I would have been knocked out.
You know what makes it all worse and why this is even bigger bullshit? Because now we got to sit here and watch DeSantis like announce his running for president on top of a badass showcase for PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Anyway, hey man, thanks for letting me kick it with you guys. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter, EC Jackson with an X. Just hanging out, goofing. But I'm about to go get back on Zelda, man. I need something to lift my
Gotta
spirits.
get a palate cleanse.
I'm not really bummed out. I don't let these things bum me out because there's always something to play. But that's not the point. So like you said, some more people will be sitting there saying, well, I thought it was good. This shows, yeah, they show good games. You can always find games you want to play. That's not the point. That was 2 years showcase. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable the same way we do Microsoft.
Years and their main studio still showed us nothing.
Right.
You know, all they showed me was
imagine that they never acquired Insomniac.
Yep. To say, hey,
Insomniac has provided
about Bethesda.
If I'm gonna do the math on this before DPS tomorrow, our regularly scheduled DPS podcast tomorrow. I'm gonna do the math on this. As of the launch of the PS5, how many of their first party games have been Insomniac games? I'm gonna have the percentage by then.
Okay. All right. Well, Slow Mo, let everybody know where they can find you, what you got going on while you do that.
Slow Mo Backslap on everything. That's Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Kick, Kickback, Kick Push, Kick Push. On everything. It's just check me out on the channel if you haven't already. Enjoy chopping it up with you guys, including Ramon, who had to leave early. Everyone in the chat that was here, we appreciate you guys showing up. If you haven't hit the like, subscribe button, please do. And we out, man. Enjoy your day, and hopefully it's better than the day that Sony's having right now.
Yeah. And for myself, Gaming Forte everywhere, YouTube, Twitter, Xbox Live and PlayStation. DPS will be tomorrow night, 9 p.m. on Slow Mo's channel. Make sure you hit up Slow Mo Backslap over there. It's going to be a great time. Going to talk about this a little bit more extensively. And don't get too mad. Just be happy that you have games to play right now, because Spider-Man's coming. We just don't know when in this year. And let's hope that Microsoft does something on June 11th to bring a little bit more excitement. And, you know, it is what it is. But outside of that, guys, have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow, and you enjoy the games you're playing. Peace.
Peace.